Hi, my name is John Sheridan. I'm the Head of Legislation Services at the National Archives, and I'm also a principal investigator for a project called Big Data for Law. It is mainly about where we're at in terms of applying big data analytical techniques to different types of data set and some of the issues that are at stake, particularly the ethical issues around using those types of data set for informing policy. I think for me, it was especially interesting to hear the views of my colleagues in the Cabinet Office. I operationally look after a large public data set and online service, legislation.gov.uk, which has a lot of people using it. So the ethical considerations about how we use our usage data in terms of understanding maybe the topology of the statute book in terms of its use and what's ethical around that, or maybe how people are citing legislation on Twitter to understand how people are referring to or engaging with legislation. What are the ethical issues around that? It was great to have the opportunity to explore some of that, both from a policymaker's perspective and from an academic perspective. But you could at least, the extent to which it was taken into account would be something for officials to consider. But the point is that you could, if you chose, measure it. You could look at how many references there were on tweets to that particular piece of legislation or to that particular provision and count it. Should we do that? So it's an important thing to discuss. I think a greater awareness of some of the issues. It's the first time I've had the opportunity to take part in this type of discussion. So getting a sense of where policy thinking is and where academic thinking is, as well as to help build and cement some stronger networks. I think it comes down to the extent to which forums like this can provide a degree of thought leadership, a place where people can share their ideas. And thought leadership in this area is necessary. And the issues aren't going to go away, and it's certainly not going to be solved. I mean, over the course of today, some really big questions have been asked, and we're a long way from answering them. So whether it's in this guise or something like this, I suspect we'll still be grappling with many of the same issues in 2 years' time. It's just been, for me, a terrific experience in terms of hearing some great talks and having the chance to meet some new and interesting people doing new and interesting work.